Okay, so my first video got cut off because I have to make it under 5 minutes, and this is kind of a lot of information to throw into 5 minutes, so here's part 2. So we were here at the 1.5, and there's 3, oops, I miscounted, 1, 2, 3, there's 4 students that read an hour and a half during the school day, so we have to put 4 little cross marks here. Now we move on to the 2. How many students read 2 hours? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put 3 cross marks here. How many students read for 3 hours? And that's 1, 2. 2 students read for 3 hours, so we put that there. So here's our line plot visual. It looks different. You can clearly and easily see which is our most number of hours students read. Our biggest number would be 1.5 hours. And then our smallest number of hours students read would be 1 hour. Just one kid fell there, right? But we can still see a really nice average here. So our third step was to give a title, right? So when we give a title to our line plot, we need to figure out some words that are going to make sense to other people who are looking at our graph without maybe knowing all the information that we already know. So someone who might be looking at our graph might be wondering what all these numbers mean, right? So we're going to put Mrs. Robinson's reading hours. Mrs. Robinson's class reading hours. That would make more sense. So we're going to add the class right there. So that's our title. And if we go back to our paper, we go back to our notes here, it was saying that, you know, once you added your title and your label, you're all done there. And then most of the times by 5th grade, we are now having to answer questions that will questions based on the information that we gave. So one of our questions might be, how many students read, let me go back to it. How many students read for 2 hours during the school day? So you would go back to your line plot and you would count 1, 2, 3 students, right? So this part right here represents the hours, and then this part right here represents the number of students. Okay, so it's better for us to understand that these are representing different parts. So that's it for our lesson today. I'm going to have you guys do your own practice in our math slide. So I hope this was helpful. And log into office hours if you guys continue to need help or have some questions.